wherever you are to Meg's Magical Mansion, a virtual guest house for spiritual wayfarers, a place where the ordinary becomes magical, where wisdom is yours for the asking and where your higher nature is just a wish away. Thanks for joining me here today at Meg's Magical Mansion. I'm Meg, and this adorable ball of fluff here is Miss Alice Poopers. And today we have a special holiday episode. Merry Christmas to all you people out there who are celebrating Christmas. And we're going to do some fun holiday activities today, including showing you how I made this Julekaka. I know, go ahead, laugh about that. We're going to laugh a lot about these names today. Julekaka, which is a Swedish fruit bread similar to a panettone. And I'm going to show you how I made that. I'm also going to show you how I made these witch's balls, which I am fondling. Go ahead, laugh. Yes. But these can be used for protection spells, love spells, prosperity spells, and they're also quite decorative this time of year. So, all joking aside, these are some powerful little things here. So stick around, we're going to have some fun. Maybe we'll sing a few Christmas carols. Instead of our normal words of wisdom, today we're going to sing one of my favorite Christmas carols, Silent Night. Please feel free to join in. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother, child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, Son of God, love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. Let's head over to the kitchen and I'm going to show you how I made this delicious Julekaka, and I'm going to give you my mom's secret recipe. Alright, we're going to make a Julekaka, or the Yule cake. This is my mom's recipe card in her own handwriting, which most people cannot read. Luckily, I can. First thing we have to do is take a half a cup of butter and a half a cup of milk and go and heat those up so they are lukewarm and the butter is melted. Next step, half a cup of warm water, and we're going to sprinkle the yeast, and we're going to proof that for about 15 minutes. Santa, keep it warm. Alright, next up we're going to mix this milk and the butter, because it's all cooled down quite a bit. We're going to mix that stuff together. We got a few more things we're going to toss in. We're going to toss in a quarter cup of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, 1 egg slightly beaten, a teaspoon of powdered cardamom. I should ground that up fresh myself. So that was 1 cup of raisins. Now this calls for a 1/4 cup of diced candied orange peel, a 1/4 cup of candied pineapple, and a 1/4 cup of candied cherries. I couldn't find all of those things, but they're similar things. So any kind of candied fruit you want, it's about 3/4 of a cup. Citron's good in there, I've used that. Pineapple, cherry, whatever they had. All right, the next step is we're gonna sift in 3.5 to 4 cups of flour. There goes one. I find the best way is to just sift a little and stir a little. That's pretty good. Now we're gonna have to let this just sit and sit. And that sits and it sits and it sits for a long time. Because it takes a long time for this one to rise. The weight of the fruit tends to slow it down. So we'll check back in a couple hours. Alright, next we're going to grease our 2 coffee cans, or if you're using the stainless steel, nice ones, whatever you're using, grease it. Make sure you get the bottom so it doesn't stick in the bottom. And I'm greasing with Crisco. So those are greased and ready to go. So we're going to just flour the board a little bit. Pump it out. We're just going to very lightly knead it, which means we get to fold and pat. Fold and pat. Then you're going to take a knife and divide it as equally in half as you can. And we're going to do the can. Oh yes, you can. And why can't you if you wanna? Yes, you can. Now I'm gonna fold these babies up and plop them into the cans. Now they're gonna rise again in the cans. They should rise up to just the tops, popping up at the tops. If they get too much for me and go over the sides of it, that's too much. Alright, so I'm gonna put them over on the stove and cover them up and let them rest until they are ready. And probably turn my oven on to 350 so it'll be ready. So I'm going to go preheat the oven to 350 and let these rise.
Well, sorry there was no audio in that last bit, but to be honest, I was listening to one of my favorite YouTube content creators, Trish McKinnley, and she was pulling some oracle cards with her friend Kaye. I suggest you check out both of their YouTube channels and get Trish's book, The Essential Manifesting Guidebook for 2022, because I might be doing a book review on this one coming up. This is a very, very great find here. You can get it on Amazon. That's what they look like. Julekaka. Isn't it beautiful? Swedish. A fruit bread made in the coffee can.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me make that Julekaka. It's nice to slice that up and put it in the toaster and butter it. It's really good. Of course, you know, when I was a child, we did nothing but laugh our heads off at the name Julekaka. I think today's episode's theme should be perfectly appropriate things with slightly inappropriate names. Hey, how about another carol? Let's sing Jingle Bells. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. One more time. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a big finish one-horse open sleigh. I love singing Christmas carols. I was a professional Christmas carol for many years. Now, next up, we're going to show you how I made these beautiful witches balls, which I'm not fondling. Again, our theme this week is very appropriate things with inappropriate names. And I do want to say a word about these witches balls. You can use these to make spells for love, for prosperity, for protection. And we're going to hop over to the kitchen and I'm going to show you how I set up my witches balls. Witches balls! Let's go check it out.
First thing we're going to do with our witches balls, which they're just like an ornament, a bauble. They go way back. I'll link an episode from Hearth Witch below where she really explains the history of these. It's very cool. But you can make them for love, protection, anything you want. I'm going to make one for protection. Today, I'm going to start by getting a smoke cleansing going here and just cleansing up my stuff. Getting myself in the mood. Bringing in all of our good intentions. Make this spell powerful, protective energy. Drawing that in. Casting out all negativity, all hostile energy. Alright, so you get these. I got this at the craft store. You get them at the dollar store. And you can just fill them up with whatever you want for your spell. I've pulled out a lot of my things I use for protection. You can use whatever things speak to you for protection, or whatever you're making yours for. I'm going to start with some chrysanthemum leaves to make a little bed down in the bottom. I have some dried chrysanthemum. If you've been watching me, you know I love dried flowers. So I have a lot of them hanging up, drying at all times. I'm always drying flowers. So first of all, chrysanthemum, excellent flower for protection. So I'm going to use that as a base down there in the bottom of my little ball. I will call this a bauble, so we won't get all hung up on that word ball. Cinnamon sticks. They make everything more powerful and they zhuzh everything up. Good for protection. Got some cloves. Again, the things that speak to you are the things you can add. Smelling good. Juniper berries. Get this open. Juniper berries in there. They're getting away. What else I got out? Oh, sunflower. Some sunflower in there. Nice this time of year too to remind you the days will be getting longer. Ah, blessed thistle. Excellent. Throw some of that in there. Yeah, this is good for hexes and protection and breaking hexes. So if you feel like anybody's got any bad choo-choo going against you. Oh, yeah. I'll start anise. Some of these little pieces will fit in there. There we go. Oh, vervain. Hey, this even protects against vampires. And honey, I've met a few vampires. But you have too. Carnation. This actually brings a lot of balance, but it is good for protection, strength, and healing. But I think it's going to just bring a lot of balance to everything too. Oh, that almost didn't want to go in there. Well, we need some balance, so we please hop on in. And I think the last thing I got out was some mistletoe. This one also protects against werewolves, breaks hexes, general protection. I've met a few werewolves, I bet you have too. Now, once you fill your witch's ball up with all of your delightful little protection goodies, and again, this is not an exact list of anything you have to use. Anything you use for protection, anything that means that you can let the universe know. Once you put the lid back on your ornament, we're going to seal this up with some wax. So all of our magical intentions are going to be sealed inside. First, I'm just going to seal up the top itself. We can drip some down because it looks kind of cool. And you can meditate while you do this and put all your intentions into your witch's ball. There it is. Let that dry for a little bit. The last step, we're going to just tie a little ribbon. And there you go. There's a little witch's ball. You can hang it up in your window. You can hang it up in your doorway. You can hang it on your tree. I'm going to go hang mine up. Well, thank you for joining us here today. I hope you've enjoyed doing some very appropriate things that have slightly inappropriate sounding names. Anyway, if you had a good time, don't forget to please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. I made up a new song. Like and share, subscribe, and ring the bell. Like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. And don't forget to check us out on Instagram. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram. One more carol. Hope you all have a great holiday, whatever you are celebrating. Yule, Hanukkah, Christmas. It's been a busy month. Whatever's going on. Nothing except the joy of life. Whatever you're celebrating. I hope
you have a fantastic time. One song to sing us out. Happy holidays to everyone. Away in a manger, no crib for his bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. Happy holidays, everybody.
Nothing warms your tummy like a mug of glug. Really.